Welcome to the Hamsey Analytics Daily Market Commentary. I'm Pablo Navarro. Today is Tuesday, January 8, 2012. For the market internals, the New York Stock Exchange advanced decline differential closed at negative 23. Nasdaq advanced decline differential closed at negative 150. We had 36 new 52-week highs for the S&P 500 and 1 new 52-week low for the S&P 500. For the volatility, 740,000 contracts traded on the VIX today with 87 million in total premiums paid. For the dollar-weighted put-call ratio in January, we had a bullish reading with 4.36 and 15% of the total premiums paid. On February, a 0.55, which is neutral, with 30% of the total premiums paid. And both March and April were bearish reading with 29% and 25% of the total premiums paid. Here we have the daily chart for SPX. We were down today 4.74 handles or 0.3%. Again, you could see here the important thing here, we hold the positive 1 sigma 1457. That was important level to hold, and we're gonna watch here what happens next. From here, I'm looking for higher prices. 1471 is gonna be our first target on the upside, and then 1489. Those are the prices to look at. In case we do start to go lower, 0 sigma at 1434 is going to be a critical level to hold. We look here at that other SPX chart. We were basically going today, we hold support level. You could see that trend line from the highs of last year. Very interesting here how we hold, and then we started going back up. We're still going lower since we've made the highs this last week, but we were somewhat overbought on the very short term. We talked about that. I'm still looking for higher prices here. It's going to be important that we hold January 2nd's low. That's the level I'm watching here as my support level. So watch that level on the upside. Here we have SPY chart. I'm pointing out the level I just talked about for SPX. You could see here on this gap up. That's the level I'm looking for as short-term support. I want that level to hold in case we test it. I think we're gonna go and break that 46.25 level, 146.25, and even go and try to test the 148 level here on SPY. I'm bullish here on the market. Short term, we'll see that if we could go to that 148, but at least break the 146.25. That would be interesting here. For IWM, the Russell 2000 ETF, very nice pattern here. Again, my short-term support is January 2nd low, and we could maybe even come and test the 86 level. That would be some support from that trend line we have there. I'm looking also at that 86 level, but I'm looking for a breakout and testing the 88 and even 90 level here in IWM. So that's what I'm looking for new highs on the Russell 2000 ETF. I think this one's gonna lead as forward. Gold, here we have GLD chart. Interesting here, we have an update today. 0.75% up for the day. We almost tested the 200-day moving average at 161.15. We were not able to go there and break to the upside. We're failing there. I'm looking for lower prices. As you know, I've been bearish on GLD and gold for a while now. I'm still looking for 158. Maybe that 200-day moving average is a price you can trade against on the short side. That would be nice also. Silver, here we have SLV. We have an upward trend line here. As you can see, we've been respecting it in the close. We're going for that 29.77. I talked about that level yesterday. That would be a nice level to get short if you're bearish on SLV and try to play it until that trend line. It would be a small range. That also we have that 4-year trend line coming to the 28.25. If we break that to the downside, that would be pretty bearish, taking us to a target of 25, 26. So keep an eye on those levels. Play it accordingly. That 200-day moving average give us a nice level to play it against. The VIX. Here we have very interesting chart on the VIX. We were going up almost to 24, and then we started sold off pretty hard, as you can see here. We're right now at 13.62. I'm still looking for a test of the lows of the last year. You can see it there. We are not oversold by any measure here on the VIX. And as you can see, I am thinking we're gonna go even lower and make a new low on the VIX. So keep an eye on this low for the VIX and even new lows. I bring here a Sigma channel chart for you to see we are not oversold. We were overbought before we got this big sell-off, and now we're riding the -1, -2 Sigma channel. Our next target on the downside would be 1230. I think that's a little bit overextended, but I'm looking for low 13s and maybe high 12s. So that's gonna be the target here. So Netflix, here we have the Netflix chart. Yesterday we talked about it, filling the gap here to 101, and today we have a big reversal. The level I'm watching here is not 97, that high we had there. That's gonna be critical for us to hold.